DJ MTV.
Anambra State lawyers tells IPOB what will happen to them if they disrupt the election. Plus, sit at home on Monday continues in the southeast as Ekiti State Governor signs mental health bill into law. Hi guys, good morning to you, good afternoon to you, and good evening to you, depending on the location you're watching us from. A very big welcome to you. This is DJ MTV Daily News Update, your WhatsApp channel where you get the latest and the best news all around the world. If this is your first time on seeing any of our video, do take a step further, subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you'll be one of the first persons to get notified each time we post a new video. Let's go straight up into the main news. The Anambra State Indigenous Lawyer Forum ASILF have revealed what will happen to the indigenous people of Biafra if they interfere with the gubernatorial election set to hold on November 6th in Anambra State. Wokedi Joseph, the president of the forum, said in a statement made in an emergency press conference that there must be a peaceful election in Anambra State whether IPOB likes it or not. He also added that the group must not try to disrupt the election as this will not be healthy for their public image and might lead to a situation where they are declared as terrorist group. Wokedi Joel also stated that some of the indigenous people of Biafra's demand were legitimate, especially the marginalization of the southeast and the unruly way the Indibo youths were being treated, but their fight for these things would be going down the drain if they were tagged as terrorist group. Anene Ndukwe, the publicity secretary of the forum, also condemned the threat of the Secretary General of the Federation, Abubakar Malami San, to declare a state of emergency in Anambra State. He also added that the threat revealed the level of hatred the Attorney General of the Federation had for the Igbos. Ndukwe also pointed out that according to Section 305 of the Constitution, Anambra State has not gotten to the stage where a state of emergency should be declared. Iwude also added that an election must occur in Anambra State to avoid a constitutional crisis and employ the IPOB to allow them peacefully elect the next leader of the state to avoid crisis. This is still DJ MTV Daily News Update. Stay with us. Less than a week after the Southeast governors and leaders resolved to end the Monday sit at home by the indigenous people of Biafra IPOB, residents of the zone yesterday continued to stay indoor out of fear. Yesterday's sit at home doubled Ghost Monday was the 9th since it began on August 9th. Many of the streets and markets in the southeast were deserted, including the markets and streets in Enugu, Anambra, Imo, and Abia State. Also, the Christian cleric in the southeast who expressed worry over the blood and a gloomy cloud said they were ready to engage the indigenous people of Biafra and other secessionist groups in the Igbo land in a dialogue. They sought amnesty for the agitators, urging the political leaders of the southeast to ensure safety in the region by investing in security. The Southeast governors and leaders has resolved last week to do everything within the law to ensure that there was no sit at home in the zone. They advised that people should be allowed to move freely. The meeting also accused Igbos living in the diaspora of issuing the sit at home, saying that they were not feeling the pains of the people at home. That is why they have done that. In Enugu, banks, shops, parks and fuel stations were under lock and key. Some markets and government offices were open, but there was no life in them. Only few private vehicles and tricycles, popularly known as keke napep, were seen on the road. There were no interstate movement as transport operators did not operate. In the state capital of Anambra State, Awka, traders ran for safety as gunshot boomed at the popular Ikoka market during the sit at home. The shooting forced the traders and shops at nearby streets to close down to avoid being armed. DJ MTV News however gathered that the gunshots were released by a police team on patrol. The police command public relations officer Ikenga Toshuku confirmed the incident, saying that a man who allegedly attacked the patrol team was arrested. Both in Onitsha and Nnewi, Banks, markets and shops were under lock and key. The situation was the same in Imo State, although some workers who braced the situation said they met their offices empty. A staff of the Federal University of Technology Owerri, Futo Ogbonaya, said, "I took a serious risk. I did not see a single soul along the ever-busy Port Harcourt Owerri Road. When I got to the school, the situation was worse because nobody reported for duty. Hence, some governmental programs went on as scheduled, as Governor Hope Uzodinma attended a function in Owerri, but not without a heavy security presence. In Aba, the industrial city in Abia State, it was said that it was without usual traffic, as no single trader was seen in the market yesterday. Only a few persons were seen in some parts of the city, including the busy Ariaria International Market. It was also gathered that some traders had to lodge their customers from other parts of the country and African countries in a hotel ahead of the reopening of the business for today. Commercial banks operating in the city continue to avoid hanging the nation's flag on their premises." This is CDJ MTV Daily News Update. Stay with us. On another news, Ekiti State Governor Kayode Fayemi yesterday signed the Mental Health Service Bill into law, saying that the act will provide a framework to protect, provide care and treat persons living with mental health disorder or substance abuse. Besides, the state government has declared zero tolerance for the stigmatization of people living with mental disorder, saying this accounted for the enactment of the bill to guarantee their rights. The state government said it would continue to protect such categories of citizens as equal members of the society, warning against any form of stigmatization against them. It is said that catering for the needs of all members of the society, regardless of physical, mental or social status, is indicative of the level of the commitment to delivering universal health coverage to the populace. Fayemi said mental health legislation is essential for protecting the rights of people living with mental disorder. Such persons are usually subjected to stigma and marginalization, which increases the likelihood of their human rights being violated. Mental health disorder can also affect a person's ability to make the right decisions. Hence, the need to institute an enabling system that will cater for the needs of such persons so that they don't pose a risk to themselves or others. The Mental Health Act provides the legal framework for handling critical issues such as the hospitalization of persons with mental disorder, provision of high-quality care, improvement of access to care, protection of civil rights, and protection and promotion of rights in other critical areas such as education and employment. The law, according to Kayode Fayemi, will help in the provision of mental health facility and establishment of medical social work department and units in selected secondary and tertiary medical facility in the state. It will also ensure that people living with mental disorder have access to mental health care facility and ensure that every person received and admitted for treatment in a mental health facility is treated in accordance with the provision of this law, he said. Also, the Commissioner for Health, Oyegbaji Fulani, stated that mental health law is required to ensure a regulatory framework for the provision of mental health services. This is TDJ MTV Daily News Updates. So guys, here we have it. We have seen Governor of Ekiti State, Fayemi, signed the mental health order into law. Now, he said that this will ensure that people living with mental disorder have access to medical health care facility and ensure that every person that is being received and admitted for treatment gets the required treatment. He also stated that the Ekiti State Mental Health Service Law was developed to provide a legal framework for the assessment, treatment and protection of rights of persons diagnosed with mental health problem. And a lot of Nigerians have said that this is good and it's commendable. Every state governor should enact this into law. Again, we saw the Anambra State Lawyers Association coming out to tell the IPOB that if they don't allow the Anambra State elections scheduled to hold in November 6 to go on, the federal government will prescribe them as terrorist group. He said although they are fighting for the real cause, but stopping the Anambra State governorship election would not be a thing that one will want to reckon with. Yesterday being Monday, another Monday of the week, where the sit-at-home order has been cancelled, we also saw that a lot of persons sat at home in the southeast out of fear of the unknown. In Anambra State, precisely in Eke market in Awka, the capital city of Anambra, there was a heavy gunshot which made the traders in the popular Eke market to flee the market. Gunshots were heard as at yesterday, but according to the police, it was said that it was the police who fired the gunshot, and a man tried to attack the police patrol team and he was arrested. But all the same, there was a total compliance to the lockdown in the southeast, as a lot of people ran for their dear life. The students in the schools ran for their dear life for them to be safe. So guys, what do you think? Do you think that this sit-at-home will ever come to an end? And again, concerning the election coming up in Anambra State, do you think that the indigenous people of Biafra will allow it to take place? Of course, the lawyers have said that it will not be a good thing if the federal government labeled the IPOB as a terrorist group. But then, what do you think will happen? Drop your comment in the comment section below. Do not forget to like, share, and comment on all our videos. Do follow us on all our social media platforms on Facebook, on YouTube, and also on Instagram. Also check us out on our website www.djmtv.news. Until we come your way next, and do not forget, this is DJMTV Daily News Update. Thank you for watching till the end.
Yeah.
DJMTV. DJMTV.
People are people don't say no, they don't like us.
Welcome to DJMTV.
DJMTV. DJMTV. DJMTV. DJMTV.
Some of the delegates and ask them questions.
DJMTV. DJMTV.